doctor gonna write? Together we will fight.
Conor McGregor punched a guy a couple times in a bar in Ibiza, Spain. They talked for like less than 10 seconds. It seemed like a very benign, non-confrontational conversation, but don't know what he said, but McGregor punched him a couple times and he hit the floor.
I heard one night he had to belt that guy 3 times before the guy finally went down. In the old days, I think he would have decked him with 1 shot.
Nasruddin Imavov was supposed to be the backup for UFC 319 August 16, Chicago, Illinois. DDP versus Khamzat Chimaev, but he says no backup anymore. Conditions changed. You want to talk, son? I'm here. I'm going to break you, Caio Borralho. So I guess he's fighting Borralho next, but it would have made sense for him to be a backup for 319 because guys are falling out of these main events all the time, and Khamzat's had health concerns, serious ones, so it would be good to have a backup like Imavov. Nonetheless, if they do this matchup, it adds a lot more clarity to the middleweight division in the rankings. Imavov will fight Borralho, number 1 versus number 6. Sean Strickland could fight Adesanya, 2 versus 4. Number 3, Khamzat Chimaev gets the title shot next against DDP. Robert Whittaker takes on RDR. That's number 5 versus number 12. Number 7, Jared Cannonier takes on unranked MVP, who has 1 win in the middleweight division against Sharbullet Magomedov in his last fight. Roman Dolidze, who's number 8, takes on number 9, Anthony Hernandez. Marvin Vettori, number 10, takes on number 11, Brendan Allen. Number 13 and 14, Paulo Costa and Roman Kopylov were supposed to fight, but apparently that fight is off. Costa versus Kopylov canceled from UFC 317. No confirmation as to who pulled out, but people generally assume in these situations it's Paulo Costa. It turns out Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov has been rebooked for UFC 318 July 19th in New Orleans, Louisiana. With the addition of Costa versus Kopylov to 318, the main card has Holloway, Poirier, Vettori, Allen, Ige, Pitbull, and then Costa, Kopylov. Some people feel this should be better. I guess they need to add one more big fight. Within a couple weeks, the UFC will announce what's happening with Tom Aspinall next. Probably going to be fighting somebody else. It seems that Dana's less confident that Jones versus Aspinall will happen.
John Jones has never turned down an opponent here or been afraid to fight anybody.
So if, for instance, he doesn't fight this guy, who would you like to see him fight? Or are you going to wait until he fights this guy?
I don't know. We'll see how this thing plays out over the next couple weeks. But yeah, if we can't get this fight done, we'll move on quickly.
I was going to say, Dana, my last thought on that. How long are you going to wait? I mean, how long is it worth waiting for?
I said a couple weeks.
Couple weeks?
Yeah, we'll have answers in the next couple weeks.
Just a month ago, Dana all but guaranteed that this fight would happen.
Tom Aspinall, I didn't read it. I told you guys already. We'll get Aspinall versus Jones done. John Jones versus the heavyweight fight will happen. Just relax. I'll announce that soon.
After John's last fight against Stipe, nobody believed that he was going to fight Tom Aspinall. He said he wasn't going to fight Tom Aspinall. He said he'd maybe take a fight with Alex Pereira, and that's about it. So everyone believed that this fight with Aspinall would not happen, except Dana White, who just kept saying that it was going to happen. He guaranteed that it was going to happen. He felt he could will it into existence, but it doesn't look like he was able to pull it off this time. But who knows? Maybe in a couple of weeks he can do some sort of miracle. Him and Hunter Campbell could maybe cook up something, but as it seems right now, Aspinall will fight someone else for the undisputed title, and Jones will be stripped.
Caralho, mano. Em quilo da quanto? Então, 110 pra mais aí, velho, bro. So 43 fucking big heavyweight size,
mas
bro.
de tênis, joia.
Heavyweight, bro.
Tênis, joia.
Você fez peso pesado, patrão. Chama.
Ben Askren's wife, Amy, says, I haven't shared an update because Ben has been in limbo for a while. I was hoping to have him wake up and be the one to decide what to share. I've had some media people contact me that they're going to share an update, and I would rather have it come from me. Ben's still on a ventilator and ECMO to support him while he heals. There's good days and bad, but on the good, they have been able to wean his sedation enough for him to open his eyes and squeeze hands. His body can't handle coming off sedation too much yet. Still praying for a miracle with his current lungs, but they are currently starting the evaluation process for a lung transplant. Please pray for his continued healing, and if transplant is the solution, that he can get on a list quickly and easily. I know transplants are such a blessing, and I'm overwhelmed at the thought of him receiving a gift like that, and no one would take better care of that gift than Ben. Thank you for every message and all the support. Despite this awful situation, I'm feeling so blessed by the community we're surrounded by. Give your loved ones a hug today, and make sure you're prepared for situations like this. Ben is the healthiest guy I know, and I never could have expected this. Jamal Hill's manager said their flight to Baku had to be a bit longer because they were told they have to avoid Iran airspace. So the 2.5-hour flight is now 5 hours as we have to fly around. Sean Strickland on that war says, America doesn't want to be involved in Israel's war. This is not our war. We don't want it. You were elected by the people. Listen to the people who elected you. We do not want this. That's in response to President Trump saying, now we have complete control of the skies over Iran. Iran has good sky trackers and other defensive equipment, plenty of it, but it doesn't compare to American-made, conceived, and manufactured stuff. Nobody does it better than the good old USA.
To put some type of Vegas element to it, because that's just my home and home of the UFC and where I do all my training and where all my guys are. So there's like some mountains to just kind of represent the landscape of Vegas, not the casino part of it, but, you know, like the real... where we work, you know, where we work out and where we do a lot of our training. So I put the mountains in there. And then also just my personality. It seems like, you know, when I fight, people know me as this like vicious striker, but then, you know, on normal, I feel like I'm kind of a chill guy. So there's a bit of a yin-yang element to it, to just kind of represent my contrast in personality, fight style, life balance, just like, yeah, the duality of life. And then my tattoos that I got in Thailand to show just my appreciation for, you know, the martial art of Muay Thai. Yeah, and it's got my actual tattoos that I have on my back, exactly how they are. This one, dead center. So these really are like personal to me, you know. It's really cool. It's everything that I kind of represent, all in one short. So I'm excited to debut these for sure.
Christian Rodriguez is going to be taking on Andre Fili August 9th at the UFC Apex. Rodriguez says, I'm excited for this one August 9th in Las Vegas. What an honor to be fighting somebody I've been watching since I was a teenager. Both C-Rod and Andre Fili are coming off losses to Melky Costa. Melky Costa beat Christian Rodriguez in March. In February, he beat Andre Fili. And in May, he beat Julian Erosa. So Melky Costa fights a lot. 3 times in 3 months. Picked up 3 victories in less than 3 months. Takes on Alexander Hernandez at UFC 319. August 16th, Hooper opens as a -145 favorite. That will swing more in his direction. A lot of people are going to bet on him at that price.